Of August 25th, 2011, to order at 7:02. First item on the agenda is a salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, approval of agenda.
I make a motion we approve the agenda as written.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes from last meeting?
Make a motion we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Old business, we don't have any old business. New business, mass gathering permit for Iron Tail Saloon for motorcycle rodeo, September 5th on a Monday?
September 4th.
September 4th, okay.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Okay. You want to come up and tell us what's going on?
Sure. Very simply, we're going to be doing it on site. It's a bunch of activities designed for fun, low speed, 2 people on a motorcycle, all low speed. We have rules out. I have some people who are going to be doing it for me who have experience. I do not have experience. These people came through me through United Bikers of Maine, and they have their own team that will be running the event for me on premise. That's I don't know what to expect as far as turnout. Obviously, it's a weather, and I mean currently it doesn't look good for next weekend either. But we can be optimistic. Hope to be optimistic. As far as meeting the points on there as accessibility, I mean it's self. I think it's self-explanatory. How the access to the property is. Water, we have a public well that's monitored by the state health lab. I've got to do water testing regularly. I did one today, as a matter of fact. Sanitation, I'm serviced by Blow Brothers Industries. I get dumpsters on site, as well as I'll have trash cans beyond what I usually have out currently.
We have porta potties too?
I will be bringing in additional 2 porta potties for outside. They'll be in the back area. That's where we'll be doing the rodeo. I tried to do it over at the fairgrounds, but that unfortunately did not work out. What the restrictions I had to abide by was just too risky, and there was not much of an opportunity for it to be financially successful. I certainly can't operate at a loss. So, we'll see how it develops over the next few years, and hopefully we'll be able to get over there and make it a much bigger event.
Who's on duty for September police, fire department? I mean, the state police or the sheriff?
I saw the state police, I think, here the other day, so I think that brings us to county for September.
So it'd be the sheriff, and are they aware of it?
No.
You might just want to give them a call.
I can give them a phone call.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and notify them.
Okay.
Anything else?
Any questions I could answer?
I don't have any. Do you have any, Bill?
No.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Then I'll make a motion we sign the mass gathering permit for Iron Tail Saloon.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Thank you.
We'll sign this now, so.
Oh, okay.
And you can get a copy from Lorraine after
I
the
can pick
meeting,
it up
or
this
if you want
week?
to come in tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good evening.
Yep.
Okay, next item on the agenda to sign the authorization of revenues to reduce taxes. All right, do we read this out loud or what?
This is the first time I've seen this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How come we're doing this? There's something new?
This is, she gave it to me and asked me to have it signed.
Okay, so it must be something new.
We never have before. I mean, the selectmen simply vote X number of dollars in your tax rate to reduce taxes by.
Okay.
Maybe just a total.
But I don't know if the treasurer wanted it.
Okay. We're going to be using $125,000 of the town discretionary fund balance to go towards taxes so that the tax rate will stay the same as it was last year at 1095. And then the total amount that we're putting towards taxes is $660,000. That includes excise tax, boat excise, delinquent tax, building permits, plumbing permits, town animal, Europe funds, general assistance, tree growth, agent fees, recycling, interest. Use of the school fund is 0 right now, but there will be some there. So the total that we're putting towards taxes is $660,000, leaving the tax rate at $10.95.
May I add to that, Ted?
Sure.
Also, by using that balance, that amount, it still leaves us with a fund balance of $750,000, which is greater than the 10% that historically we've been told by our auditor we should have as a fund balance to maintain cash flow. So last year's fund balance came in at 763. It's a slight reduction, but because we were able to increase the fund balance this year by $108,000, we feel that through fiscal responsibility again this year, we can build that money back up again. But keep the tax rate steady, especially in a reval year where people's assessed values will be changing so much. We didn't want the tax value to be changing as well.
Do we need a motion to sign it?
Oh, sure. I make a motion that we sign the authorization of revenues to reduce taxes.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? We also will be putting on a discretionary fund, a discretionary spending freeze on all departments too, and we did that last year, right at the beginning of the year, and that's what helped us to get that extra money into the undesignated fund this year. So we'll be doing the same thing. The departments can spend the money on the things that they budgeted for, but they won't be allowed to just go out and spend on things that they think they need. If they don't need them, then we won't be letting them buy those things. Okay, sign the authorization of revenues to reduce taxes. We did that. Set the tax rate. Okay. You want to take that because this is my first time doing that?
I'd like to make, this is odd that we're doing this in 2 steps, but I guess
We've got 3.
all right, so by putting in the revenues and the appropriations that were voted for at town meeting, our minimum tax rate to meet our obligation in the town was 10 cents, 0.01088, okay? So, and the maximum was 0.011423. And to keep it steady with last year, we have gone with 0.01095, which is $10.95 per thousand for valuation. Okay, so it's the same tax rate as last year. It leaves us with an overlay of $39,389, which is only $3,000 shy of last year's overlay. And where we only used $7,000 last year, we feel that it will be an adequate overlay, and our assessor tends to agree with us. So we are not concerned about that either. And we are really hoping for a smooth year. So I would make a motion that we set the tax rate at 0.01095.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? We don't sign this one?
No.
Okay.
Lorraine, your windows are down in your car and it is raining. Would you like that to be addressed?
What's that?
Your windows in the
are
car.
down in your car and it is raining. May we help with that?
Thanks, April.
The black one, April.
All right. Next item on the agenda is to sign the commitment.
Well, there were 2 sets, so you have to
Yep, you
decide.
got, yep.
I will make a motion that we sign the tax commitment for
Second.
fiscal year 11-12.
Any discussion? All in favor?
I would just like to comment that in consideration of the fact that we also have done a revaluation, I think that it's very fortunate for us that we can maintain the tax rate without going up.
Yes, so when you got your notices from the O'Donnells, that tax bill or that notice that you got that gave you your tax bill for this year was based on an $11 mill rate, so it'll actually be, your tax bill should be less than what you got in that notice. by
You haven't
5
got
cents
them
per
all there.
thousand.
You just signed the top one. There's one underneath for the.
Oh, there's more underneath?
One goes to the treasurer and one goes to the
Oh,
tax collector.
so we got to sign all three?
You've got two places on that paper to sign. And one on this one.
Up here too.
Yep.
Oh, there's another one. Good thing they had to catch us, Lorraine.
That's just the same thing you've already signed.
Oh, okay. That's it then, right?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, Bill, we'll have to give this one back to you. You missed on that page. And this one's all set?
Yep.
Melissa didn't sign up there either.
Two places, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go, ma'am. All right, next item is open bids for Loop Road property. We acquired on a tax lien a property on Loop Road. It's a mobile home with a .36
.26, I think.
.26 acres of land. We put it out to bid with a $10,000 minimum. The mobile home, we have locked it up and will not let anybody in there because the gentleman that owned it had been in the hospital for a long time. A branch came through the roof, opened the roof up. The whole inside is completely filled with mold. So we made it a requirement that that mobile home be removed from the property from whoever was to buy it. So
Just for PR purposes, it should also be pointed out that unfortunately the occupant has passed away.
Yes.
That we are not selling property from someone who is sick in a hospital. Just want
okay.
to, clear?
This is the only bid that came in from Dana Cross, and he bid $10,001. And he did give you the 20% down payment, correct?
I didn't open it.
Yep, certified check for $2,001.
I will make a motion that we accept Dana Cross's bid of $10,001 for the Loop Road property.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Pass that on, Florine.
Okay, 2001.
All right, the next item is discussion of excise tax situation at Apple Valley Campground. We changed from personal property tax to excise tax to on the trailers at Apple Valley Campground this year, sending them all notices telling them that they needed to come into the town hall and pay their excise tax by July 31st. We have not had many people come in. I think there's maybe 5 or 6 that have come in out of all the people that have campers down there. So we met with the Smiths today, and what we're going to do is, like we do with people that don't pay their taxes for the town taxes for real estate, we are going to list their names both at the campground on a bulletin board and on our television channel to let the people know that they need to come in and pay those excise taxes. Okay?
And it should also be mentioned, the Smiths were very helpful.
Yes. Yep.
And supportive of all efforts.
Yeah, they offered to do anything they could to help us collect, and we're actually very surprised by some of the names that were on the list that weren't paying their taxes. So they are going to also let the people at the campground know that if they don't get in, that their name will be published. Okay. Any other business? Anybody have anything for us? No? Announcements?
I have an announcement. So today, of course, is the beginning day of the Acton Fair, and it looks like it might not be the most successful fair because of the unhelpful weather. But Acton residents still have been very successful at that fair. Took the opportunity today to go around and make note of some of the blue ribbon winners that we have from here in the town of Acton. Pat Peterson came in blue ribbon with a quick bread, and Evangeline Levesque came in first place in bar cookies. And just so everyone knows, these are not single entrants into the category. I made sure to only write down people that actually had competition. Thought that that was more than fair. Kiana Estes, who's one of our young people in town, came in first place with one of her drawings. My own daughter, Sophia CC, came in first place with a sculpture that she did. Ryan Gallagher, another young person in town, came in first place with a piece of pottery. Lorraine Yetton did some nice work this year. She came in first in the Autumn Glory category in flowers, as well as a collection of petunias. Cindy Hart earned a very well-deserved blue ribbon for her collection of asters, which has got to be the most beautiful collection of asters I have ever seen. They were stunning. She also took first place in a collection of zinnias. And our own Miss Nancy Ruma, who came to join us this evening, she took home the most blue ribbons, I think, that I saw there today. She came home with a blue ribbon in peppermint candy, dump picking, best specimen of unusual variety, and a collection of marigolds, all in the flower tent. If I missed any, Nancy, I apologize. Very nicely done. So it was great to see. Oh, well, Nancy, that's awesome. And I especially liked your peppermint design.
That was my favorite.
It was lovely. So I would encourage everyone to check out the flower tent, which we are so well represented in, as well as the domestics. People did a great job. There were many Acton residents with second, third, and fourth prize ribbons that certainly were lovely examples, but I thought we would just take the time to highlight the blues. Anyway.
What's dump picking?
You use an old container.
Something that you would pick up at the dump?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My house.
All right, that explains it. All right, the only other announcements we have is there are openings available for members to be appointed to the planning board. We need one. Policy committee, we need one. And cable committee, we need 3. So if anybody is interested in volunteering for any of these committees, please let Lorraine know, and we would love to have you come and give us a hand. So, I guess we're done.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
I would second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you, folks.